What's up everyone, Zhaenn here for another walkthrough video, this time on Pokemon XD. Now this is the second part of the walkthrough, and we're here in the Pokemon HQ lab talking to Lily, our mother. Of course we just got Jovi back from Dr. Kaminko's manor, and Lily is just telling her that she was playing hide and seek with Aiden, whatever, Adon, however you say his name, the guy that was hiding under the desk before. So she just went and talked to him, and she's gonna mention that Prof. Crane wants to talk to you, so you're gonna want to do that. Now Prof. Crane is not in his like little, I guess, office over here. You can talk to this old guy over here, and he's gonna tell you that Prof. Crane just went downstairs just moments ago, and he's gonna ask why you didn't bump into him. And this is kind of a part where you can get stuck in this game. Originally, when I played this for the first time when I was a kid, I got stuck here because I just searched for Professor Crane. I didn't actually talk to that old man, and it took me a while to figure it out. So yeah, you just need to talk to him. Then when you come down, Professor Crane will finally appear, and he's gonna tell you about the snag machine. So, the snag machine is an outrageous piece of work, and it's meant to steal Pokemon from trainers. However, Crane developed it with our dad, who is non-existent in this game, by the way. He is mentioned quite a lot, but he is non-existent. So, basically it was developed to steal shadow Pokemon from evil trainers. And we're gonna get into that a little bit later on in this video, so just keep that in your mind right now. We'll be getting to that a bit later. So then Aiden is going to give you a new feature on your PDA, and it's the Shadow Monitor. And this is the PDA over here. It's basically like your trainer card in the Ore region. Jeez, I had some trouble saying that. So then Prof. Crane is going to lead you into the Battle Sim system upstairs, where you first battle with the Salamence at the beginning of the game. And Aiden is going to give you your first 5 Pokeballs, but oh my god, what happened? Oh god. So yeah, apparently some strange men just came in and took in the director while he was heading into the upstairs section of the lab, I guess. And then you see like those 2 people that are like knocked out. Like I imagine they just got in the way of these thugs, but you know, like what would you go so far as to knocking them out? So then this yellow guy is going to tell Crane that he's escorting him to his new lab. So let's just go ahead and stop them, shall we? Okay, so this guy is going to start a battle with us. This is Spinaps. Here's a close-up of Crane if you wanted to admire his beautiful face. So Spinaps is going to send in his Teddiursa. Alright, so we have our EV, we should be fine. And then we're gonna read the Teddiursa's power level, and it's over 9,000. Alright, never mind the Dragon Ball references. This was the Shadow Monitor responding, telling us that this Teddiursa is a Shadow Pokemon. And normally you want to weaken Shadow Pokemon, but this one, Crane doesn't actually let you fight. He just wants you to throw a Pokeball. Now I'm gonna say this Pokeball has a 100% catch rate. You're always going to catch the Teddiursa on your first try. You're never going to fail, so don't be like worried that you're gonna use all your Pokeballs and, you know, be stuck or anything, because you're always going to get it. So Teddiursa joined our party. So then this guy over here that seems just like a normal grunt is going to comment on how our machine could be a snag machine, so this could cause some trouble for them. So they're going to take Crane in and run off in a hurry. And of course we're just going to like stand there. Alright, with this really upbeat music, we are getting things done in here, even though the director was just taken away. Our mother is the best and is going to take in charge of this whole Purify Chamber project. So, if you go into Dayton or Daton's room or whatever, however you pronounce his name, you're gonna find your mother, and she's going to ask you to go to Gatian Port because there is a part at the parts shop that is ready for us to come pick up. And we actually got a little sneak peek, or you know, a hint earlier on in Dr. Kamiko's manor. The old man that we talked to before the doctor was Makan or Macon. I don't even know how to pronounce like half of the names in this game, but you know. So that old guy, yeah, he's the owner of the parts shop. So yeah, I guess we just got like a little hint of that. So of course Jovi's gonna come with us again. But off we go to Gatton Port. But before that, Aiden again. Hi. Now he's going to give you some memos about Shadow Pokemon, and I'm not going to read them right now or like ever. I'm just going to explain how Shadow Pokemons work instead of like reading, just because I feel like I can explain maybe a little bit better, or maybe not. We'll have to see, but you know. So now that everything is done here, off we go to Gatton Port on our thug scooter, I guess. I mean, that's pretty cool, you know, having a scooter. I don't know what age we're at, but you know, having a scooter is pretty nice. So here is Gatton Port. It's a fairly nice area, I would say. I like the music here. So then Jovi's gonna like be this way, and she's gonna run into this big guy, big tough guy over here that doesn't have like irises for some reason, or whatever. His eyes look weird, basically. And then he's gonna get mad because you've messed up his looks or something. But of course, we're a trainer, so if you ever get in trouble in the Pokemon world, just have a Pokemon battle and it solves everything, right? So if you're a criminal but you have good Pokemon, you'll never get caught because you'll just beat the police in a Pokemon battle. So he's gonna send out his Zangoose. But then suddenly, in come these three guys, or like these two guys and old man. And this guy is going to kind of butt in this little conflict here. And he's going to challenge the big guy to a Pokemon battle. I like that taunt by that's Zangoose taunt. It's pretty nice. So this mystery guy is going to send in Alakazam, level 44. It's gonna use Psychic on level 28 Zangoose, and it's gonna do a critical hit. Now, even if it wasn't a critical hit, it would knock it out in one hit anyway. So yeah, this tough guy isn't really tough at all. He just got owned. But if we were to take him on, we will get absolutely destroyed. So then Zook is going to skedaddle away, and Mr. Verich is going to just take his two side guys and go on his way also. Now Verich, I like how it's a pun on like very rich, like really creative guys. Good job. So after all that is done, maybe you can go to the parts shop and finally get the part that Lily ordered, and we're going to get stopped again. This time it's Emily and Akri, or Akri, whatever. Now Emily is actually a friend of Joey's, and she lives next door to the parts shop. Our Akri actually plays a bit of a later on. She wants to be a novelist, and there's a little side thing you can do with her later on, but it's not required stuff anyway. I will cover it though. Right now they're just kind of really like annoying. And she comments on how Mr. Very Rich or Verich is really a mysterious man, because he's like not always here. He comes and goes at weird times, and he like basically treats everyone to dinner like oftentimes. So yeah, he's kind of a mysterious guy. Plus his two like bodyguards or whatever are pretty strong trainers. So here in the parts shop, you're going to notice that the shopkeeper isn't here. Now the shopkeeper is that old guy that we saw in Dr. Kamiko, and he has a grandson that was in previous game Pokemon Coliseum. He's Pear, or Pear, I don't know. But yeah, Pear is gone too, so there's this sailor guy over here that's taking charge. And he's going to offer you to listen to his tale and of his travels. So he's going to talk about a peculiar Pokemon named Eevee. Now of course we are raising an Eevee, and he's going to comment on how Eevee is really interesting to him, and that he gathered all 5 items to make an Eevee evolve. Now there are 2 new items here, the Moon Shard and the Sun Shard. Basically they work just like happiness evolutions, so you need to have them in your inventory, and if your Pokemon is sufficiently friendly, just as it says, it will evolve in that one. Now here is where the Monotype run will start. I'm going to pick one of these types to do the Monotype run. Now which one will it be? It will be the Water Stone that I will be picking, so I'm going to do a Water type Monotype run. Yes. Now I really wanted to do this for a long time. The previous run that I did in this game was a Psychic Monotype run. Actually went pretty well. I will maybe talk about that later on. But right now I just want to use the Water Stone on the Eevee right away to make it evolve into a Vaporeon. Now the big things about Vaporeon is that it's quite defensive. Not as defensive as Umbreon though, but you know, it has some good defenses, and it also has really high HP. So there it is, our first Pokemon on our team of maybe 5 or 6 Pokemon. So there we go. Now you can see in the little sidebar we have our Vaporeon, and this is Water type Monotype run. So here's Eevee, or Vaporeon I should say. As you can see, it has a giant HP boost when it evolves, because the base stats of Vaporeon are a lot higher than Eevee, so that's why I just evolved it right away. Now, normally Pokemon that evolves with evolutionary stones, you don't want to evolve right away because they don't learn any moves leveling up. But the evolutions are actually different in that aspect because they do learn some moves while leveling up. Um, they start learning their stab moves at level 16, so if you have an Espeon, it's going to be the Fusion. Of course, Umbreon, you already have Bite, so you're pretty much set with that. Um, your Flareon's going to be Ember, Jolteon's going to be Thundershock, and Vaporeon's going to be Water Gun. So that's going to be really nice when we have that. So if you go over to the rotating bridges, as I went through a bit earlier, then you can make Per come back to the shop. Then he's going to open this safe wirelessly with his mind because he's an alien like that. And you're going to get the machine part. Now this is going to be all that I'm going to be covering in this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please leave a like and comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next episode. So, goodbye.